Drivers head of the lights for the first time in Netherlands. It's going to be Division 5 with Williams on pole, McLaren beside him, the lights are out, and we were racing in Zandvoort. Good start by Blake, good start by the Ferrari behind as they race towards turn 1. Bit of contact there between the Alpine and the Ferrari as well. Round turn 1 they go. Blake trying to get down the inside. Has he got the move done? He's going to be beside the Williams on the exit. It's going to be a race towards turn 2. Flick to the right. A bit of contact. Blake holds on. Into the gravel goes the Williams. I think Blake's going to go around the outside. The Williams have made a mistake. Blake takes the lead. Great lead. Blake, then Laston, then Amaro up to P3. What a brilliant start for the Sauber. It's going to be Brown versus Restored Panda as they weave through that middle sector. I think Brown is just about gets ahead. Then Panda, then Fanta. And I think that's Deltic down to the back. Deltic, that mistake going into the gravel. The pole sitters down to P17, P18 in fact. And Blake leads. I think that's Amaro. Amaro's off. He's hit the curb. And Amaro's hit the curb on the entry at turn 9. He drops down. He's going to be beside the Williams, beside the McLaren. Dives down the inside of turn 10. He's trying to hold on. Fanta pushed round to the outside. Whose exit is going to be better? And I think after a bit of contact, Fanta does hold on. It's going to be Blake, Laston, then Brown is Buns, who gets back up to P3. And I don't think he did. And this might be the chance for the Alpine to strike up to the podium position. And for the championship, this is massive for him. Pulls to the inside. Panda, he does get the position. Panda takes P3 and up to the podium he goes. Behind is Throwing Globe close enough to make a move on Amaro. He's not. Behind that, Pistol Peter gets past Nick Fury Man. And Mini Walker Gaming gets past Brewdog. Brewdog trying to hold it around the outside. Bit of contact. And the Red Bull is pushed wide. And the Haas is up. And both Haas's are in the points. As behind as well, Nick Fury Man trying to find a way past Pistol Peter. Pistol off the pace a little bit this race. And the Haas is trying to find his way past. And there's Amaro, who I think has made a mistake again at turn 9. And he has. He was briefly in P3. He made a mistake at turn 9 on entry. He's done it again. He's down to P10. And Throwing Globe is released up to P6. And that's really unfortunate for the Sauber, who I think is one of the favourites to do well this race. And he's dropped back. Glaston, here we go. Beginning to regain his battery. He's got his battery on. And he's looking for the move on Blake. He's looking to take the lead. Will Restored Panda follow him? Here comes the V-Cup. Pulls to the inside, gets the move done, and Laston takes the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. Will Panda look for it as well? He won't, as Fanta gets down the inside of the Ferrari of Brownest Buns, who's demoted to P5. See, Walker's battery management is great. Still within the DRS, maybe not too comfortably, but he has got that gap, and of course he has the big advantage. There's Michael Lewis getting down the inside of Amaro, and he gets the move done at turn 7. Pistol Peter is battling with Nick Fury. And I think he's got his way through, and there's Amaro again! And the 4th mistake from the Sauber in that corner. And he's down to 14th. And it's all going horribly wrong. We're going to go back to the front as Blake, who's dropped off a little bit to the V-Carb. He's got a healthy amount of space. And this might allow Panda to attack. Blake a little bit squirrely. Gone defensive already through the corner. Who will be close enough? Blake said go for it. Into turn 1 on the inside of the V-Carb. The V-Carb has to back out to leave him space. And these front 3 are running so close together. Bit of understeer by the V-Carb. That might allow Panda to get down the inside going towards turn 2. This is going to be close. The room was left. Great defense there by Laston. And I leave behind. I think that's Walker who's dropped back. And what's happened there? And Walker's going slow. I think he might have been pushed up at turn 1. I'm seeing gravel on his tyres. I think that's a chance. Oh, I'm rear-ending there. And I think that's Pistol Peter, who might have made contact with Nick Fury Man there. And he's into the grass. I think. Who was near Walker? It was either Throwing Globe or Bovke, I think. And the fact Bovke's a little bit far back makes me think it was the Sauber. We're going to check up with the front again. These 3 changing positions. These front 2 changing positions. Brown is spun through those fights. Is beginning to close in. They need to be cautious they don't invite the Ferrari back into this podium fight. Blake, here we go, going defensive really early. Here comes the V-Car, pulls to the inside. With the Alpine look for it as well. Down the inside goes Laston. Bit of contact between the 2. Blake's going to hold the outside line. Who gets the better exit? I think it might be the McLaren. And they're still scrapping towards turn 2. Blake gets a wheel ahead. Just about holds the position. Trying to go wide, goes the V-Carb, and that's invited Panda to go down the inside of turn 3. It's going to be a battle on the exit. Panda gets the exit. He's just about slipped through. Blake is getting a bit in the way there, but Panda's found the room. Great driving from the Alpine, who saw and waited for a gap to open at turn 3 there, and he's chucked his car into it. Fantastic driving for our P2 in the standings, and this race is big for his championship. Deltic only scoring 2 points in this race if he stays where he is, and how they react to each other is going to be so crucial in this situation. Oh, good exit there by Laston. Makes you think that the mediums maybe are getting quicker. Here he comes. The V-Carb going towards the inside. He's going to get the DRS. So is the Alpine. How's Blake going to reply? Because they're going to be storming towards turn 1. Here comes Panda. Is he going to go for the inside? He backs out of it. And Panda does hold on to Laston, who was right on his gearbox. Unless Throwing Globe, he gets back past Bovke up to P6. He's going to need it. It's a really, really close fight. Here we go. Battery on. He knows he's going to feel the pressure from Laston. He has to take the P1 spot. Down the inside he goes on Blake, and he does take that P1 spot. Can Laston follow him through? He can't. He's looking more in his rear mirrors because Brownness is trying to go around the outside of turn 1. But he couldn't quite find room for his car. Here comes the V-Carb. Can he break through DRS? He's in the slipstream. The McLaren's going for it as well. Pulls to the inside. They're going to go 3 abreast. I think the V-Carb backs out of it. Blake gets down the inside. Bit of contact between the McLaren and the V-Carb as well. I think he's trying to stick his nose down the inside of Panda as well. Who's going to get the better exit? Panda holds on round the outside of turn 2. And he holds on to P2. And the McLaren and the Alpine almost working together in this scenario as he's trying to get down the inside of turn 3. Couldn't quite do it. They know they're on the worst tyres, so they're almost working together in this scenario just to hold off the guys on the mediums because they're going to be quicker at this stage. And you can see Laston's right on the rear of the Alpine and he goes into the grass and he spins. And that is the end of the chances for the V-Carb, who makes an unforced error. He's caught a virtual safety car. And the V-Carb makes a mistake, an unforced error. Espion has been disqualified. And that's actually what caused the VSC. It was Espion, who I believe has gone straight on at turn 11 and been disqualified. And I imagine if Blake goes in... Oh, Blake's going to Blake's going to drive through! And he sped too early. Is he going to go? He's going to serve it now. And he has to. Blake into the pits. He's going to have to serve that drive through. That is a massive mistake for the McLaren, who's pretty much stopped at the pit entry line. That is 2 out of the 5 challenges for the race win here. Completely taken out of contention. At least if it stays how it is. And the door is open for Brownness Buns, who takes the lead of the race. Must have got a great exit past Panda. I missed that. And he's up into P1. A little bit wide there by Panda, so I looked away. He's gone wide at the exit of turn 10, and that's allowed Fanta to get through DRS. And the Williams is up to P2. And Karma has clipped onto the back of that train. Lewis has just about missed out of it, Michael Lewis. As into pits goes the Ferrari and the Williams, and the Alpine doesn't react. So the man on the softs has stayed out a lap longer, and Fanta's got 10 seconds! And it's all going wrong. And when I say we had the top 10, Blake had a drive-through, the top 5, who were also representing their teams as the top 5 in the OCC, 3 of them have made mistakes. But 1 drive onto the grass and spin himself, 1 get a drive-through, and 1 speed in the pit lane. And it's all gone horribly wrong. Here goes Karma. He's going to pull to the inside. On Throwing Globe. Into the pits goes Michael Lewis as well. And I believe a Williams has followed him in. It's Deltic. And Karma takes the lead of the race. Then Globe. Then Bovkate. Got the 2 asses. Then Panda. Will he beat Michael Lewis out? Not Michael Lewis. Will he beat Brownness out the pits? And he won't. Brownness is going to take the net P1 lead. Followed by Fanta, who's now introduced to this win. This potential win. And then it's going to be Panda, who does get out ahead of Brewdog. That's crucial, as Brownness is up to P4. And I think Fanta's going to try on getting outside. Bit of contact. Oh, very, very squirmy there. Brownness holds on. Fanta's going to try and switch to the inside, going towards turn 2. This is going to be risky. Fanta down the inside. And he takes the net lead. Great overtake by the Williams, but it's allowed Panda to catch up. Panda is so much quicker at this stage in the race, but he won't be at the end. As both Hasses get a drive-through. Sorry, not drive-through. A 10-second speeding the pit lane. What's the plan? Here comes the Ferrari burning and diving down the inside. Panda's going to try and follow him. We're going to watch it. Down the inside goes Panda. Way later on the brakes. And the Alpine has so much more grip. Look up to the front. The gap's looking small. And Panda, again, so much more grip. Looking around the outside of turn 10. He's going to give him a better exit, but he's actually just going to go round the outside. He's actually going to go all the way round the outside, goes Panda. Will he lift off to try and give DRS? He's not. He's actually going to go for it. Panda takes the net lead, but he needs to build a gap, because these tyres are going to die quicker than the boys he's flying behind. But he will be quicker at this stage in the race. And he is burning. Let's find out. We're going to go on board with him, actually. Here comes the Williams. He's closing in. There goes the Sauber down the inside. And I think the Williams is going to try and follow him. Going towards turn 1. And he does back out. Sauber and the Red Bull going well towards. He's going to hold him up. He's going to get the better exit. I think Michael Lewis may have just about done it. Through turn 2 they go. Bit of contact. Round goes the Sauber. And fortunately, he ghosted just in time. And Deltic didn't get taken out. But I think that might have been Bovkate's fault for coming off his line. Blake did get past Walker as well, and he's broken the DRS too. Will either of these two pit? Karma's looking for a move on the corner. And he doesn't go in, but he does use the DRS to take the lead again. And these two going very long. Deltic. He's looking for a comeback drive. He's doing well at it right now. He's fighting for a net P4. Here we go, DRS open for the Williams, and I imagine he's going to speed past. Pulls to the inside. Laston's going to try and follow him, going towards turn 1. Laston does get the move on the Red Bull as well. And that is a simple execution by these two. who will now begin closing down, trying to cut down that 6-second gap to try and fight for a podium. Bofke gets past Michael Lewis, though, with that DRS, and into the pits goes Throwing Globe, finally. Well, now if he come out, he might actually come out down at 13th, but he's going to be quick on those soft tyres. Let's find out. Out he comes, as I believe Deltic is holding on to Laston. Bofke holding on to Michael Lewis. Many Walker Gaming is there. Where is Throwing Globe? He might come out ahead of his teammate. He absolutely has. Throwing Globe comes out P9. And he is going to be absolutely rapid on those softs. And he's going to undercut Karma as well. So he needs to be quick. He needs to push. And he could potentially be back in the fight for a P4. This is an exceptional race from Throwing Globe so far. As there behind is Blake. Going wheel to wheel with Mini Walker Gaming. Finally an opportunity to strike. He's done it on the straight. There's actually invisible corners. Great move. There's Pistol Peter down the inside of Fister. He's still been fighting for a little while. Down the inside of turn 3. And the Mercedes gets the move done. Good exit there by Throne. Trying to get down the inside. Not going to be quite close enough. As again, the P5 battle swap. Round the outside goes Throne. Great move. It's not easy to make a move around the outside of turn 12. He's done it quite nicely. And he's still within the range of DRS of Michael Lewis, who's now going into the range of Laston and Deltic. How on earth has that happened? And the mediums are still looking quick. The wear is low around this track, it seems. As there's Karma into the pits finally. On the softs. He's going to get undercut a lot by Throwing Globe. Throne needs to be careful. Rear ends the Red Bull and finds his way through. Has so much more grip than these guys. Throne isn't close enough. He's going to have to fight through DRS now because Deltic and Laston are staying together. Will he push now? Has he got a good enough exit? He might have actually got good enough exit here. Let's find out. Throne. He's closing in on the back of the V-carb. He's going to look for a dive. Pulls to the inside. This is brave. This is very brave, but he's done it. And Throne's up to P5. That McLaren is looking quick. And there's potentially a strategy there because if Deltic lets Throne through, Throne might close into the top 3 on pace. This might be Deltic's way of getting back into the fight for the win if he lets the McLaren go at the right point. Because if he lets him go at the wrong point, then he'll just pull away with DRS and with the faster tyres. And I imagine Throne's going to get the move done here. And he absolutely does. And he's been let through. So is Deltic going to try and attack him into turn 1? Has he got the grip to do that? I don't think he has the grip to do that. Look at that. Throne's already gone. And who got DRS? The Williams did. And Throne needs to let that Williams past. Otherwise, he's going to halt his chance to attack. And yep, the Williams to stay behind. So good racecraft there by Deltic, who's going to use the McLaren to tow him towards the front group. I think this is really, really smart. And Panda's holding onto that gap really nicely as well. So this could be interesting. And what on earth is Throne doing in none? On the straight, Deltic's got past him. Why is Throne on none? He's just giving away all that ground. And there's a bit of a disconnect here. Throne's not quite using his tyres to benefit these guys and himself. Here he comes down the inside of turn 1. He's going to have way more grip. And he gets the move done. Williams trying to hold it around the outside, but he has not got the grip that the McLaren has. Get all that battery saved and ready. So if you do close into the top 3, you can attack. But he's going to go for it. It feels like he's quicker. Down the side, who may have outbroked himself. And look at that, Throne's trying to get down the inside again. Can't quite do it. Looks like they might be settling for a battle for P4 then. And can't get any higher than that. I think Throne's looking pretty eager to make the move back again. Regen some battery. I think that's smart. Oh, he makes a mistake! And he may have cut the corner there as well. That was close. And I think that's Karma trying to get past Laston there. Going towards turn 1. How late on the Aston might be on the brakes. Also Throwing Globe going for the move. And I think both soft runners have got through. No, Throne backs out. That might allow Karma to try and sneak around the outside. Now Throne slots back in to P5. And he goes wide into turn 3. And there goes Karma. He was now the lead soft runner. And it's all gone wrong. Better exit for the Aston Martin, who will take P4 on track. Will be P3 after Pens. DRS open for the Aston Martin. And goes toward turn 1. I think he's going to fight at the Williams, but he knows he hasn't got the grip to do it. Karma up to P4. As restored Panda, who got the strategy absolutely spot on. What an exceptional drive from the Alpine, who starts to close down that championship gap. Restored Panda takes the win in Zandvoort, the first Dutch Grand Prix win. Brown is Bunzel on to P2. The question is, Karma or Deltic? For the final spot on the podium, Deltic, is he going to be close enough? He's not. It's going to be Karma on the final spot on the podium. Deltic takes P4. Fanta drops down, down, down. And I think Bovke will be too far back. and he will. Fant holds on to P7, then Bovkate, then Blake after making that mistake. Followed by Michael Lewis, a top 10 finish for the Red Bull. Great finish. Mini Walker got a 10-second penalty. That's going to allow Walker, our former champ, to get up to P11. Not a great finish considering the name he has. Nick Fury Man will finish. It'll be a 12-13 for Haas, followed by Fister, then Brewdog, then Martin, and Pistol Peter, both of which finish with no points to their name.